What up, Demon? Okay. You already know this is Punsh, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Woo! Shout himself applause, y'all. What an epic night, beautiful night, historic night, ladies and gentlemen. New York City, Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. Wow. Modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. One of the best fights, one of the best days, one of the best nights in the history of the sport of boxing, baby. Wow. Katie Taylor, as y'all all know, won a split decision versus Amanda Serrano, but a lot of people feel Amanda Serrano won. A lot of people feel like it should have been a draw. A lot of people feel Katie Taylor won. You know, that fight deserves a rematch, y'all. Deserves a rematch, and I believe that the second fight will be even bigger than the first fight. But this one sets the tone, ladies and gentlemen. This one sets the tone. I'm going to be talking about the scorecard in just a little bit. Y'all saw the thumbnail. But ladies and gentlemen, this was an epic fight from round 1 to round 10. What a fight. We never seen Katie Taylor that hurt like that, like Amanda Serrano did in the 5th round. My goodness gracious. And then she came back in the later rounds, in the championship rounds, and she started using her foot, her range, jabbing, you know. Looked like she couldn't try to go toe-to-toe with Amanda Serrano, because Amanda Serrano was right there digging to the body, working from the bottom to the top and things of that nature. And whoa, what a beautiful fight it was. What a beautiful fight it was. There was no losers in this fight. Again, y'all know, y'all been following the channel. This is my primary mega fight. Always been my primary mega fight. I've been fighting for this fight. I've been talking about it, fighting other people for, because of I knew the value of Amanda Serrano. I knew that she was a 7-figure fighter, just like Katie Taylor's a 7-figure fighter. A lot of people was arguing, oh, but Punsh, this person, she hasn't made that much money. How much she made in the last fight? How much she made in the last fight? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you like this. Never put your value on a fighter. Never dictate the value of a fighter. Don't ever shortchange a fighter, especially in the caliber of Amanda Serrano, 7th Division World Champion. Knockout, pound for pound queen of the sport of boxing. And she displayed her power versus the bigger girl, Katie Taylor. Pound for pound, fighter. Man, this might be fight of the year. She is pound for pound #1 right now, in my opinion. Katie Taylor, she has beaten so many great women like Jessica McCaskill, who's undisputed right now. Back in the day, you got she beat Natasha Jonas out there, British Queen. She beat Pursoon. She beat, oh my goodness, she beat Amanda Serrano. But Amanda Serrano, man, again, there's no losers in this fight, but of course she want to get that get back, and I believe that a rematch is going to be bigger than the first fight. And New York City was sold out. Madison Square Garden. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm from New York City, man. Not even in the Knicks playoff game. Not even in the Knicks playoff game did I hear the pop, the crowd, the pop. My goodness gracious, oh my goodness. It was so awesome. The Irish crowd. Oh, I love the way the Ireland crowd, the Irish people. Oh my goodness gracious. I love drinking beer. I was drinking beer in the bar with them and stuff like that. And of course the Puerto Rico. Que bonita bandera. Que bonita bandera. When these fans clashes, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Thank you, Amanda Serrano, for bringing that Puerto Rican crowd again to the highest form in the sport of boxing. Of course, after Cotto retire and things of that nature, who's going to be the next superstar? Who's going to be the next superstar? It's going to be Zayas. It's going to be Berlanga. Who's going to be Danny Garcia before? Who's going to be that Puerto Rican? But Amanda Serrano, the queen, is going to be the queen that's going to be taking over that fan base, the island of Puerto Rico, the New Yorkers, the Philly Ricans, all the Puerto Ricans around the world, especially New York City. And it was lit. Now, the scorecard. Now, if y'all was following me yesterday, I did a quick live video right after the fight. Yes, I had Amanda Serrano winning 96-94, in my opinion. In my opinion, I had Amanda Serrano winning 96-94. Is it a robbery? No. I think people need to stop talking about robbery is a robbery. I think a lot of people has an emotional feeling towards this fight. And of course, it could be tribal at the same time. I say tribal. I'm thinking about the Triborough Bridge. But tribal in this sense, you know, if Amanda would have won, there's going to be people that would have been like, hey, yo, but Katie Taylor won the championship rounds. You know what I'm saying? Look, there's two ways a lot of people could see it. There's one way by looking from round by round, the way that we should be seeing it and the way that we should be scoring it. Facts, those are facts. The feelings are, oh, but the way, but you, Katie Taylor won the championship rounds, though. They gotta count for something. But Katie Taylor is the champion. Did Amanda Serrano did enough to take it away from the undefeated, undisputed champion of the world? Nah, she gotta take it from her and stuff like that. Those are feelings. Those are like myths of how to score a bout, how you think a judge is scoring a bout. Like, oh my God, this is the 8th round, it's a championship round, so this is a better round because it's a championship round. We're going to give it to Katie Taylor because she's a championship round. She's a champion. So no, it doesn't work like that. Of course, there's people that are going to be bringing the politics of the sport of boxing, the zone, Eddie Hearn, but this is Katie Taylor's really show and stuff like that. How they're going to Amanda Serrano, who is with most valuable promotions, Jake Paul promotion, and great job, Jake Paul, Eddie Hearn, for making this fight come to fruition. And these girls, both of them, are happy with their pay and things of that nature, even though I feel like they still get underpaid. I still think they still get underpaid. So y'all could see sold out Madison Square Garden crowd. I've been saying Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, 7-figure fighters. Now you can see it round by round. Now, let me tell you the scorecard now. One of the judges that gave Katie Taylor 96-93. I'm like, what? He gave actually in the 5th round, the epic 5th round, that Amanda Serrano thought we all thought that Katie Taylor was gonna go out, but she has the Irish blood and she's sustained and that's the heart of a champion, right? They gave it a 10-8 round on that one. But he still, but in this scorecard, if he didn't give the 10-8 round, who was that? Cavalry, the judge, he gave it a 10-8 round in the 5th round, but Katie Taylor still won 96-93. The 97-93 scorecard from I think it was too wide in my opinion. That 97-93 is too wide in my opinion. There's no way 97-93. No way 97-93, ladies and gentlemen. No way. I'm sorry. It's either 96-94 Amanda draw or Katie Taylor 96-94. It's no 97. That's the robbery to me, in my opinion. I don't give a damn what anybody say. I know I don't want to say robbery because it's still a close fight, and I don't want to take nothing away from none of these women. But that 97, nothing. No. Sorry. 96-94 Amanda Serrano, boom. And of course, people gonna be like, well, there was a couple of swings round right there. There's probably one swing round, a couple of swing rounds. I might have a couple of swing rounds and things of that nature. But the last round, all of them gave it to Katie Taylor. In my opinion, the last round was actually like a swing round. Yes, Katie Taylor started out good, but Amanda Serrano landed the most significant power punches in that last round that you could see in the last 10 seconds. She got caught and she was going to go down again, just like in the 5th round. So I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that 10th round that all the judges gave, I'm sorry, I'm giving it to the Amanda Serrano. She hurt the woman and she was going to go down. Go watch the mother effing tape again. I'm sorry to curse, but I ain't even cursing. But you know what I'm trying to say. But it was a swing rounds, and I said it was a swing. I could have gone either way, but I give it to Amanda Serrano because she landed the most significant blow, especially in the last 10 seconds when she was about to go out. Now, people saying, oh, but that was the last 15 seconds, and you're talking about, well, they only fight 2 minutes, so those 15 seconds is actually like a minute. or like 40 something seconds if you equivalent, mathematics and stuff like that. I don't want to do the math, but you understand what I'm trying to say. It's only 2-minute round, so those 20 seconds, those 25 seconds and 15 seconds, trust me, is accounted for. And when you are landing the punch that is almost going to get you out, think about this, if she gets a 10-8 round in the 5th round, she gets a 10-8 round in the 5th round for one judge, because she was always going to go down. You could tell that probably in women boxing, if you hit her with a good shot, they actually kind of like a knockout or so, or knockdown. Look what happened to Alicia Baumgartner versus Harper. She knocked the boom, and she was just standing up. She ain't go down, and they caught her in a knockout. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they pity a little bit those land punches or power punches. Maybe they score it differently. Maybe the referee sees it differently, or the judge sees it differently. Because if it was the men fighting, let's be real, the 5th round would have never been a 10-8 round. The 5th round would have never been a 10-8 round if it was just maybe the men fighting. So it looks like they see something different. There was a lot of people out there, not a lot of people, but some of the people said they probably would have got that at 10-8 round. I didn't even give that one a 10-8 round. Because if I would have gave it a 10-8 round, then Amanda Serrano would have won that 96-93. But I didn't. But is it a robbery? No, it's not a robbery. It's not a robbery in my opinion. But I believe that Amanda Serrano did win the fight. But it could have been a draw as well. And Katie Taylor, you know, a lot of people feel like, oh, Amanda Serrano should have capitalized and should have got her out of there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Katie Taylor. We're talking about arguably the best woman fighter ever. For people to be like, oh, yo, Amanda Serrano should have just kept. She did what she had to do in hurting her. Katie Taylor did what she had to do to survive. You understand what I'm trying to say? And that's just the character. That's what we got to look at, her character. And Amanda Serrano, people, okay, now people say Amanda Serrano was getting winded. She ain't getting winded. No. Oh, what Katie Taylor did is she adjusted and said, F it, I'm not going to brawl with this woman. I am going to use my footwork and try to box and use my range and try to use my jab and things of that nature. She adjusted. That doesn't mean that Amanda Serrano slowed down. No, Amanda Serrano just kept on doing the same thing trying to get it, like she got it in the 5th round, did great in the 6th round. And then Katie Taylor did an adjustments in the 7th round, in the 8th round, 9th round, it could go boom boom in my scorecard, but it was all the rounds was close from the 7, 8, 9, 10. All of them was a close round in my opinion. Now, some people may have it a swing round. Some people may not. Some people be like, she was doing better and landing the clean shots. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I scored. I scored punch landed, right? Effective punch landed, jab secondary, power punches is primary. Amanda Serrano landed more of the power of the punches, especially in the pros. Power punches, power punches are scored heavily more in the pros than the jab. You know, jab here and there might not be that effective and things of that nature. Clean, effective punches. Jab secondary, power punches is primary. Ring generalship, who controls the 3-minute intervals, but now in this 2-minute intervals of each round. We saw that Amanda Serrano was the effective aggression, and she was effective at the same time as well. Effective aggression, you know what I'm saying? That was Amanda Serrano, in my opinion. And then defense. I believe that both of them got hurt. We seen the counter punches, the left hook counter punch by Katie Taylor. We seen the body works, the body of work, the uppercut to the solo plex by Amanda Serrano, and then we seen her straight left. It was a beautiful fight. I think that Amanda Serrano did more of the ring generalship, especially throughout almost the whole fight. I think she was the aggressor. And she was effective. Now, a lot of people talk about just aggression. No, aggression just doesn't win fight. You got to be effective with the aggression. Amanda Serrano was effective aggression as well. She was not this just trying to mute somebody, throwing wild punches, missing a lot of punches and things of that nature. No, that was not. She was not smothering her work either. She was not smothering her work. So yes, it was effective aggression. Amanda Serrano wins it in that ring generalship. You could give Katie Taylor several of the last rounds. Let's say the 8th, the 9th round. You could give the ring generalship to Katie Taylor and things of that nature. But for the most part, ring effective aggression, ring general, clean effective punches, power punches primary, jab secondary. You give it to Amanda Serrano, pro game style, pro game scoring, ladies and gentlemen. All right, no pity pat, none of that. Clean, effective punches. You understand? Remember, clean, effective punches. It's not landing clean punches. You score clean, effective punches. And I think that a lot of people doesn't emphasize the word effective. If I just bing, that tippy tap, no tippy tap, none of that shit. Clean, effective punches, and I believe that Amanda Serrano landed the more clean, effective punches. But yes, Katie Taylor did land also clean, effective punches, but not nearly as much as Amanda Serrano, in my opinion. So, do we want to see the rematch? Of course, I want to see the rematch. I think it's good for boxing. Now, people say in the press conference, should the rematch be in Ireland? No, I think this rematch should be right here in New York City, Madison Square Garden, where you know that both sides is going to come out. If you go to Ireland, which is fair, she's the champion, she's the A side, but then it's going to be one-sided. If there's a lot of Puerto Ricans out there in Ireland, I think they should do it here again. New York City is a special place, is a melting pot. So many Irish people. You can say it was half and half in the building. Puerto Rican's gonna come out, and I'm gonna tell you like this: the fight is gonna be bigger than the first one. And people that were saying they're not seven-figure fighters, and for the people that were saying, oh, maybe Amanda Serrano was just here for Jake Paul and stuff like that, nah, they could sell themselves without any. And I don't even think that Jake Paul was actually trying to be he wasn't trying to make this the Jake Paul show. No. He was very conservative in the way that he was promoting the fight, like Eddie Hearn. You know, especially that little bet thing. It was good. It was cool. But I believe that Jake Paul did perfect in promotion. My most valuable promotion is a beautiful promotion. They did a wonderful job, and also signed Amanda Serrano, because they could have signed anybody in the world. They could have signed anybody and make them hot, and they went and made Amanda Serrano help Amanda Serrano become a 7-figure fighter. But we all know that Amanda Serrano, just like Jake Paul, knew that she was a 7-figure fighter coming in. It's just that the sport of boxing just didn't value, just didn't respect Amanda Serrano like she should have been respected. But now you know. Now y'all know. Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor should be getting paid the same way that the elite fighters, the elite male fighters should be getting paid. Yes. Can I say everything for all of them? No, but I'm going to tell you like this. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor selling out Madison Square Garden. You tell me how many males could sell out Madison Square Garden in the sport of boxing. Let me know how many people could rock 19,000 plus in Madison Square Garden. I ain't talking about the Barclays Center. Shout out to the Barclays Center, but now this wasn't the Barclays Center. This is the mecca of the sport of boxing. This is Madison Square Garden. This is Muhammad Ali versus Frazier, baby. This is Trinidad Cotto. This is Madison Square Garden. Historic. Not anybody in the sport of boxing could do that. Not anybody could just walk into Madison Square Garden and sell out the crowd. No. You gotta be Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, Billy King. Something like, no. Elvis, somebody. No. Aventura. Okay? Let me know what y'all feel about the sport, about the fight. It's not a robbery, in my opinion. I do believe Amanda Serrano won, but it could have been a draw. It's fair. It could have gone 96, 94. Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But run it back. Rematch. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Kudos to Katie Taylor. Wonderful fight. Wonderful warrior. Amanda Serrano. Wonderful fight. Wonderful warrior. Everybody. Eddie Hearn. The promotion. The fans. Madison Square Garden. The building. James Dolan. Everybody, man. Everybody. But your boy, Mr. Moonshine. A little disappointed about something, but you know what? I'm going to keep it professional. God bless each and every one of y'all. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.